Aye, lads. Alright. Day 3 of getting ready for the Arena Open. Let's see how red black is. Alright, we're gonna add a 1-drop. So it's got to be Knight of the Ebon Legion or Soulscar. Pretty much. What happened to Boros? Just trying different stuff, man. I try things. Yep, I mean, it has to be one of these three, huh? Knight of the Ebon Legion, Reckless Ringleader, Soulscar Mage. Haste your Croxa seems nice. It does, but not having a Croxa in your hand seems nice too, right? Or we can try the Ringleader, why not? Unholy Heat. Kozilek. At least Fatal Push is a little bit better if you have Boma and Croxa, right? Black Leyline? What, in our... Not in our Lures deck, I don't think, mate. Command. 1. 2. 1, 2. Let's call it a solid 2. Alright, is this the deck, chat? I mean, I'd quite like to draw some cards. I feel like we're not drawing many cards, but maybe it just doesn't matter. Drawing cards is for nerds. I mean, cards that only say draw on them are for nerds, but good cards that draw are good. Believe it or not. The Surveil and Boma should help. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean, right? We've got some draw. Faithless Litten? Nah, this card's terrible. How do you turn on Channeler? By using my cards. Alright, Cinderclasm, Witch's Vengeance, Crippling Fear, you know, what's our board wipe of choice? Well, actually, the board clears get worse once you play Ringleader instead of Soulscar, huh? So maybe you can't play them anymore. Because now it's only DRC that doesn't die to them. So this is slightly weird. Shade or Scrappy Boy? Scrappy Boy's kind of weird, because obviously being an artifact and a creature is like great for Channeler, but we don't have an enormous amount of creatures, so he's not that easy to get back from the graveyard. Doesn't that goblin need more targets? Probably, man, yeah. But we're just trying it. It's either this or Soulscar, right? We can easily just change back to Soulscar. So what, try it. Stitcher? Nah, it sucks. Fry? Don't need Fry, we've got Unholy Heat kills Tef, and Thoughtseize can discard it too. Bloodchief's Thirst can kill it. I mean, it's a bit of a yikes to kill a Tef with the Bloodchief's Thirst, but not the end of the world. Vengeance? Okay. I do want Vengeance in the deck, but again, that was not the card I was thinking about. XD. Said you might add a second Feed the Swarm. Yeah, I added a second one, then cut it. We don't need to Feed the Swarms. Claim to Fame is not good. Alright, let me... Maybe someone's... Oh yeah, okay, I remember. Yeah. Doomblade. I want like a hard answer to the creativity thing, huh? Which is not too bad when you're playing black. So we've got Doomblade and Angrath's Rampage. Maybe just 2 Angrath's Rampages is better, to be honest. Because the Emissary deck is they're gonna choose instant or creature against me, right? They're not gonna choose sorcery, so fuck Doomblade. Let's play 2 Rampage. Should we try a Flame of Keld? Maybe. I mean, actually, no. We don't have that much sources of red. Well, to be fair, all of our things that deal damage are all red, but what are the other possibilities in that Croxa spot if it doesn't work out? Well, if you don't play Croxa, you just change Ringleader for Soulscar Mage. And just play, I don't know, like Light Upper or something. Just a card. How do you find out how many sources you need? With a calculator, mate. For CROKEYZ, you need 16 of both. We're not too far off being able to cast CROKEYZ, so we're close enough that I can justify trying it. 2k? Question mark? Math is for suckers. Well, you need 16 of both, and we've got 15 red, 14 black, so we're not too far off. CROKEYZ is gonna cost slightly more than 4 mana in this deck, but nowhere near 5. So it's maybe okay. Two Unholy Heat, Anger of the Gods, Shark Typhoon, Iteration. Dude, look, what? He's only got white-blue mana. What the hell is this keep? I'd take Shark, right? He's top deck and a red. They might. Portable Hole. I honestly might crack this, guys. No cap. My hand is, like, useless. Are 2 random cards in my deck gonna be better than these 4 bad ones? I mean, having 2 lands is actually quite nice, but... Nah, let's... The 2 lands are pretty good. Because these 2 lands get us very close to starting to attack with these things, man. Bog Champ. I really like historic lands, man. I wish they were a little bit better. I wish there was like 1 or 2 more good dual lands for each color combo, but it's close to about as good as I would ever need it to be. They got another shark maybe here? Dude, imagine that they could, like, steal the manlands. Fucking hell. Non-land permanent mana value 1 or less. Jeez. I've got to say, it's the first time I've ever seen a Gandalf get punished for this type of keep. Okay. So they're just playing like full control, huh? None of the creativity bullshit. Kozilek, Shade. Do we want the Rampage? I mean, Rampage on a Planeswalker is okay. Rampage on a Big Shark is okay. Rampage on a Portable Hole is kind of a yikes, but not the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not sure it's actually better than any of the cards that we already have. But maybe it's better than the Thirst.
They have been getting me through some tough times. Keep up the good work and good luck with the Arena tourney and PogChamp smile.
Thirst is better against like a Shark, but Rampage is better against a Planeswalker. Let's play one. Black removal for Rest in Peace. Alright, we don't care too much about Rest in Peace, man. Like, I'd rather there was no Rest in Peace on the battlefield, by the way. Perpetual haste incoming. CROKEYZ has haste perpetually. I'd rather there was no Rest in Peace in play, but I mean, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over our Rest in Peace. It's kind of whatever. These manlands are just... they're so crazy, dude. So crazy! Do 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 do. What's my favourite card of all time? That's a tough one, man. I've got a lot of cards that I like a lot. Probably Ghost Rider, Luris, or Frenzy. Those three hard for me to pick one over the others. I enjoy all of them equally. What's the play, ladies and gents? Dude, this card is just so fucking trash, man. How many mountain forests you need to run Rootbound Crag? I mean, you would like 13. It's passable if you've got 11 though. It's gonna be I think it's tapped like 15% of the time if you've got 11, and 10% if you've got 13. not exactly those numbers, but close enough that it makes no difference. We should play Channeler before combat, so that if we have to Unholy Heat, we get a Surveil here. Because they might play a Shark, right? Three damage secured. What up? By the way, guys, this ringleader has given our CROKEYZ perpetual haste and dealt like 5 damage. 4 damage or something. Pretty good. Why is CROKEYZ purple? Because it has haste perpetually. When Reckless Ringleader enters the battlefield, choose a creature card in your hand, it perpetually gains haste. So it has haste even when we escape it. It's pretty nice. Perp haste? Yep. They need to change the colour, looks bad. It's... I mean... I like the colour purple. I think it's a nice colour. But it does look a bit weird in Arena with the rest of the colour palette, huh? Definitely looks a little weird. Should I use my Unholy Heat? Should I kill my own Channeler? If I kill my Channeler... Because we have a... I mean, we have a CROKEYZ and a K command. Man, dude, Colligan's command. I'm cutting Colligan's command. This card is absolutely fucking awful. Triggers me so much every time I use it. Shock and discard is... It's simply not an acceptable Magic card. Yeah, Shade having haste is nice too, huh? I'm gonna lose this fucking game because I've got a card that costs 3 mana that doesn't do fucking anything in my hand. It's so... oh my god. I can't explain to you how triggering this card is. Like, it is absolutely dog shit, man. Your Liege, thank you for the 8 months, man. Old Scar, thank you for the 18 months. Skylark, thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate it, guys. Commanders are yikes. Yeah, we've got to get rid of it, man. It's just too bad. Why'd you put it in your deck? I always get baited by it, man. I always get baited by it. Problem is having haste crocs and no graveyard. Oh, we don't have no graveyard. The problem is that we had a free board against Jeskai Control and I had nothing to cast because this thing is just like overcosted by 1 mana. And I don't, why the fuck's it in my historic deck? I wouldn't even play this card in standard, man. Absolutely ridiculous piece of shit. Manlands? Yeah, the manlands are cool. What? Okay, man. Sure, dude. Okay. So we could put a Thoughtseize under the Bomi? Nah. Nope, nope, nope. If I crack Boma, DRC becomes a 3-3. Not really worth it, right? Give up my Bomat to deal 1 damage. Baz, thanks for the 8 months, man. Appreciate it. Your top deck a board clear? Yeah, I was just checking if they had another red source there for anger. They do. Pathway. 2-2 shark next turn. Their channeler becomes a 3-3 too, huh? Very interesting. I should just play this Bomi out just in case we... Because if I draw an untapped land, we can attack with our... Well, but probably the Hive with Menace. They should have maybe waited with that shark for 3-3, right? Especially when I've got a forced attack. It's possibly a bit greedy to wait with it, though. Perpetual haste, by the way. Coming through it. One mana, 3-3 haste flyer. Seems good. So if they Tef minus, then Tef dies. That's pretty solid spot to be on. Gotta play the land here, surely. Hive might be really nice here. 3/3 Menace is no joke on this board. What would be the reason to not play the land? Well, if we don't play the land, we can sacrifice Bome, discard the land, we can still escape CROKEYZ, and it lets us, like, still have Delirium up, or very close to it. Even after escaping CROKEYZ. This Channeler has just dealt so much damage. Opponent goes to 4. He opens 20k gold. I can't remember what it is to enter, but I know what the prizes are. Okay. Jeskai Control farmed with the first version of the deck. Seems good. You don't often get to beat a tuned control deck with your first version of a new deck. Farmed? I mean, the match wasn't close at all. Do 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 do. Oh, not this fucking guy, Jesus. Okay. I should have mulled my hand, man. Remove command? Yeah, I forgot to remove the command. Only having one red source here is a bit unfortunate. Fetch Loris or play CROKEYZ? Playing CROKEYZ is surely fine. Bum 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 bum.
If you show remorse, let's skip to the good part.
Sadly, our unholy heat just does not kill the Tef. Which is very sad.
Still have much
Do
to
do
learn.
do 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 do. Vortex seems gas. Yeah, I think it's really good there.
Right on schedule.
Bum, ba-dum, bum. Seems like a good draw. Barn baby.
My dog just did her first woo at 1 year old. Wowee.
And right, that's it, 2 months, man. And yeah, congratulations on your dog being a dog. Do 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 do. Then maybe we should have like Rampage main. Rampage seems like a nice card. Oh, these commands. Get out of my deck. Colligan's command, please. Did you see the 2-mana Boros Burn that is coming in a new set? I will not be commenting on new cards until the new cards segment. Later on today's stream there will be a card review. You can find out all of my opinions on the future cards coming to Standard and Historic in that review. I shall see you there. How sick is the haste giver? He's been really good so far. He gave our CROKEYZ haste in one game and gave a Channeler haste in another game, which was good. Had haste when we first played it, and then haste when we bought it back from Loris as well. I mean, it seems better than Soulscar in this deck so far. That's who he's competing against, though. We're trying to find out if Reckless Ringleader is better than Soulscar. How you feeling about PogChamps? I mean, I think I've got a decent shot. I think I'm in the top 4 players. I don't think I'm first, but I'll be disappointed if I don't get to the final 4, and then anything after that, you know, we'll see how it goes on the day, I guess. Maybe we can bottom Unholy Heat. We don't need an Unholy Heat early in the game. Pretty good later though. These 1-mana cards, man, they're so good. So good. Shade or Channeler Thoughtseize? I think maybe Shade, right? If I go Channeler Thoughtseize this turn, then my turn 3 is going to be 2-mana card and tap land. But if I go Shade, then I can maybe play like a 2-mana card and a 1-mana card next turn. I guess the upside to holding Shade is that for a turn is that maybe we can top deck the Ringleader and give the Shade haste perpetually. Could be nice, but I mean if I draw a Ringleader, given the Channeler haste is fine. Why did you switch to Rakdos over Boros? To find out which is better. Why do you change decks when you play Magic? Probably for the same reason I do, I would assume. Why no Creator in the deck? There's just not that many cards that we want. Like, I play Creator in a deck with like CROKEYZ and Scourge and Death Shadow, but that's just not this deck, is it? Different deck entirely. The Shade's kind of doing a bit of work here. Doing a little bit of work. Do 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 do. Alright, good job, Shade. You got me to CROKEYZ, lad. I'm proud of you. I mean, we're somehow on just 11 life, which is a bit awkward, but... Bum ba bum ba bum. Bum ba dum ba dum bum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Mm-mm. 6-6 with haste? Yeah, we don't have haste this game though, sadly.
I have reached my limit.
Missed lethal! Did I? I don't think I did, man. I think you're lying. No point attacking the bugbear again when they have Field of Ruin. Dun, dun. Saving 1 mana for next turn seems worth it. So lucky, he's really like the perfect card 3 turns in a row, man. Kind of insane. Land there is absolutely nuts because it gives them Azcanta trigger and castle token. Obviously the Prismari command and Portable Hole were pretty okay as well. Okay, so if I play Luris Bowmat, they can only kill one of the Bowmats, right? But I mean, they can kill both, but they would have to leave Luris alive. I think it's still worth it, right? I could just go for lethal as well. But I don't have any way to prevent life gain though, which is awkward, and this is sorcery, right? So they can spend their turn trying to find a helix. Although there is only one left. Very interesting. Bugbear is an option to consider. Is it? I lose my Bugbear and my Bowmat. Do 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 do. It looks like they don't actually even have any counter spells, so playing my Luris out here was maybe Pepega. I tap my lands for the one color that they produce. I think they've only got one Helix left, so they get 2 more draws at it. I guess if they do have any counter spells, they could find it. Do 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 do. Alright, chat. I mean, we're 2-0 against Jeskai Control. That's not bad. It's not a bad place to start with a deck, let me tell you that. Que Ecuador! Que Ecuador!